Interesting, huh? And the man's black. Huh. Who would have thought? Uh-oh.
Chris D'Elia, I hate him. He's a comedian. His Netflix special came out, Incorrigible. Netflix. I encourage everybody to watch it just to see how much of a clown this guy is. Woo! Dane Cook fans get excited. I know Dane Cook's not cool anymore, so here's Chris D'Elia. If you thought Dane Cook was funny, this guy's about 25% as good as Dane Cook is. And you're going to love him because he's a bro. This special, like his special and Eliza Schlesinger's special just aired. The whole set is them doing Dane Cook leg moves and karate chops. It's just really brainless stuff. And I was watching it, and trust me, even my enemies, if the comedy's good, I will report that the comedy's good. But this is real pandering stuff. This is an imitation of the least bit people will laugh at. Their jokes, you know, what the audience is really laughing at is the illusion of that they're being entertained. Because all the moves are right. The performance, the scripted performance is spot on because these people are actors. They're imitators. Chris D'Elia and Eliza Schlesinger. So they could emulate a stand-up act and stand-up crowds when you're out there, when you're drinking and it's been hyped up and you're having fun. You will laugh at things that sound like jokes because comedians have a cadence that they use. And they could actually say it and perform it in a way where you think you were sold on a joke, but there really wasn't anything there. It's a weird thing. And the more you watch comedy, the less... It's almost like the pop music of comedy. You know, pop music is good. It's technically sang correctly. The melodies are what you want. The lyrics are lacking, but in the same way that Chris D'Elia and Eliza are lacking, because they're not telling the truth. That's what it is. And when you do dishonest music or when you do dishonest comedy, you could still make it work. But there's something not there, and you all notice it. You all notice that, like, a guy like Kurt Cobain, he was actually making music, and a girl like Taylor Swift is kind of just filling in a gig. You know, hey, Taylor, you got a great voice. Come on, we've got these songs all arranged for you. Come here and sing them for us. That's more of a gig. And while the music is good and people listen to it, most people don't have the same respect for it that they would as if Taylor Swift was all about the music, sitting alone by herself, coming up with these songs and then sharing these songs that just came out of her head alone. We all know that in music, that's how kind of we respect it. I believe that Chris D'Elia and Eliza Schlesinger and comics like that, the reason why the masses still like it, it's the same reason why masses like bubblegum pop music, because technically the recipe is there. And the reason why people like us tend to not like it is because we know it's bull. They're giving you what they think you'll laugh at. They're doing a gig. They're not creating anything innovative or creative or thought-provoking. And that was my take on it. And I tweeted, hey, Eliza and Chris D'Elia, where the hell did you two learn this shit? Clown college? Because they're up there. They're just fucking they're emulating what looks like a funny show. And I think that's really what it is. It's got to be, right? Because comics don't. No real comic would watch Chris D'Elia's special, the one I watched, Incorrigible, last night, and actually think that's good. They know. They fucking know. But Chris D'Elia's doing well. He was just promoted. Aaron Paul. By the way, Aaron Paul is a fucking moron. You think you like Breaking Bad? Think again. Almost everyone in that cast is a scumbag, except for the Malcolm. But Aaron Paul, just because you liked Breaking Bad doesn't mean Aaron Paul rules. It does not. Just because he threw out a couple love lines over on The Talking Dead doesn't mean he's good. Aaron Paul has shown me many times that he is pretty much an out-of-it fool. He did an ad for McDonald's last week at Coachella where he was feeding. He did a Twitter ad, a product placement ad for McDonald's. And then, which isn't that bad to some people. They go, okay, a man needs to eat, right? And by the way, if you're eating fries at Coachella, you're definitely doing something wrong. Are you nuts? You have to stand all day in the sun. You're eating fries at 1 p.m? Are you out of your fucking mind? The fact that you would even consider McDonald's at a festival. When I go to a festival, it's basically the same as, oh, well, I'm going to be swimming all day. If you were swimming all day, would you stop at Mickey D's on the way to the pool? Going to a concert and eating food like that during it or before it is like the dumbest thing. Do you really want to take the chances and have to go to that porta potty? Do you really come 7 p.m., 14 hours from now? Do you really want to be feeling poopy? Are you out of it? It always blows my mind. You know, I went to Riot Fest this year, big festival here in Chicago. And they're just eating cheese fries and nachos all day and beer. It's like, I'm uncomfortable enough on a clean, sober stomach having to be just at this festival all day. It's very, you're up on your feet all day. You're singing along to music. It's exhausting. You're jumping around. You're getting pushed into people. You're dodging and moving, constantly looking around. It's exhausting. Why add the Hershey squirts on top of your fries? So Aaron Paul is a fucking joke. And what did he do today? He did something else really stupid today, right? I forgot what it was. Why did I bring up Aaron Paul? Where was I going? See, I'm losing my place. What was before Aaron Paul? God damn it, we were really getting somewhere with whatever was before Aaron Paul was what I really was getting into. Aaron Paul was the tangent. Anyone remember? I'll wait till the feed catches up. Hopefully somebody will remember. Oh, Twitter, Chris D'Elia, Liza. Was that it? Aaron Paul tweeted yesterday for all his fans to watch Chris D'Elia's new special, saying he loves this guy. That's Aaron Paul. So Aaron Paul is promoting Chris D'Elia. Justin Bieber just promoted Chris D'Elia, saying he's my favorite comedian. Chris D'Elia's show Undateable is being watched by people on NBC. Have you seen Undateable? Here's how I could prove you this guy sucks. Anybody watch Undateable? You like it? Does it give you the laughs? Do you chuckle from it? You might like Ron Funches. He is an interesting guy to watch. I'll agree. Take Ron Funches out of that show. Are you watching Undateable? Aaron Paul promoted Chris D'Elia on his Twitter. Yes, that was the thing I forgot that I just got back. Saved myself. So Chris D'Elia is going to be, this is our next Dane Cook, I believe. We're close to it. This is our next Dane Cook. So watch out, watch his schemes, follow his micro expressions. Remember, this is the man I called out in the Untitled BuzzFeed Project song of mine on the Die 2013 EP that's out now at redbarradio.net/die. Chris D'Elia is in the third verse of the last song on the album. He needs to be stopped. No, I don't know. He just sucks. He's lame. I want to you know what? There's no protest. You don't got to go after him. I just want you to let you know it's going to be hard to tell that he's lame. A lot of you are going to be fooled by the cadence and the impersonation of a comic. And I just want to let you know that I think that this is a hoax. He's lame. A lot of his jokes, you'll notice, that ain't what he does. He just does whatever's funny. Like he'll say, when I'm in line at Starbucks, I tell everyone, knock it off with the lattes. Let me get my like he does stuff like that. It's like, no, you don't. You stand in the back of the line silently. You don't do these things that you talk about on stage. You don't do shit. I've heard you in interviews. You sit there like a dummy. You're nothing. Anyway, that's my take on Chris D'Elia's special. Starting to get the hiccups. What do we got here? A clip? Somebody's...
I like rap.
What's this? A Chris D'Elia clip? Is it relevant? Little Rel Howery. Let's see if somebody's posting me a link to a Chris D'Elia stand-up comedy set from the Laugh Factory. Let's see. Let's see what it is.
Music, but it used to be real cool, man. Like hardcore. Now it's all pussy, right? Like, what the fuck, man? It used to be scary. Like, you put it on and it'd be like, you're probably gonna die by the end of this song. You were just like, oh, but keep it on though. We'll see what happens. You know? You're not gonna make it. It's gonna be 3 minutes and then you're gonna get killed. Yeah. You fucking, yeah, dude. That's fucking dope as shit, man. Yeah. Now it's all pussy. Like, you got Drake. What the fuck is... No, don't say no. You're all listening to him. Everybody's listening. Girls love him. He'll just...
All right. I don't know. I don't want to play a clip that's good. You know, I haven't approved this one. I only want you to see his bad stuff, fellas. No, I don't know. That just see his new spot. It's on Netflix right now. And do yourself a favor. You gotta watch a little bit of everything, you know? Get a nice glimpse of what's going on out there. And then do me a favor. Go. Everyone has Netflix. Tonight when you're using it, try to make a mental note. Just go to his special and then just rate it 1 star on Netflix. Because literally, a lot of people don't rate things on Netflix. And if 200 of us rate it 1 star, you saw what we did to Cameron Esposito's album. We can make this a 2-star project on Netflix permanently, folks. But I can't make you do it. That is a lot of work to go on to Netflix, to remember to do it. You definitely have to make a note. Most people can't go on right now. But, yeah, if you're on Netflix, try to remember that. You'll see it in the new releases. You always go to the new releases first, right? I hope you're not just searching. I always go to that new releases, see what's new on there. And I was on there, so go there and rate it 1 star. It's really easy to rate. I did it yesterday. It was very easy to do. Just click it, and it goes, thanks. I just think it's funny to do that, because, you know, only super fans are going to rate it on Netflix. Like, have you guys ever done that? I've never rated a movie on Netflix, ever. And believe me, I've had a lot of problems with a lot of films this year. But I just turn it off. So I believe that very little people, everything on Netflix is like 4 or 5 stars, isn't it? Almost everything you see is 4 or 5 stars. That can't be real. You know, it just makes the rating system bogus because it's just super fans that he's asking to go rate it 5 stars. So you're not getting a real read. So everybody, let's try to balance that out a little bit. Give him a 1. You're doing your part in keeping things real. Bye, Chris. I believe you will gain some... Here's my prediction. He'll gain some success. People will see through it. He'll be a living joke. That is my prediction. Let's see what happens. Whew. What a show. It is 4:20 today. Was because I have a line in that song about comedian Chris D'Elia. Chris D'Elia. He's a comedian. And I hate him. And the verse about Chris D'Elia is about how he's always posting shirtless selfies on Instagram and pretending that it's like for comedy purposes. But it's really a way to do some kind of weird sexual fucking attention-seeking shit. And girls do it all the time. His fucking partner, Whitney Cummings, does it all the time. Follow her on Snapchat. It's constantly pictures of her butt. Pictures of her undressed. But she's always doing something goofy because she's too afraid to admit that she just wants to show you her parts and be adored and be admired. So what they do, and so many girls in comedy do this. They show off their bod under this phony nonsense of it being a comedy picture. So yeah, Chris D'Elia, oh God, Berman. Chris D'Elia posted another shirtless photo, and the Hollywood Improv reposted it today on Facebook saying, caption this contest. And it was like Chris D'Elia with some stupid shirtless picture. So I go, oh my God, it'd be perfect to send them a link to my song about Chris D'Elia doing this exact same thing. And I did. And they actually, they responded to it. They said, this is hilarious. This is a win for me. It's the first time I've ever posted something where they don't tell me to fuck off. Let me show you it. But anyway, that's why I posted the Untitled BuzzFeed project on YouTube, just because I wanted to link it to this caption contest that the Hollywood Improv was doing. Here's the picture. So here's Chris D'Elia with his shirt off in his boxers, with his bulge, so what he wants to do is say, here's my dick, admire me, love me, here's me shirtless, love me, admire me. But he's too afraid to do it, so what he does is he puts a cutout picture of Ron Funches, one of our favorite Negroes, over his crotch. So now this is a comedy picture. It's not Chris D'Elia trying to be attention. This is a comedy picture. So the Hollywood Improv said, caption this picture. And I posted my rap verse in the Untitled BuzzFeed project, my song about it. And the Hollywood Improv responded to it, and they said, haha, amazing. Which is great. I'll play you my verse, I guess. Here it is about Chris D'Elia.
Enough! We fucking get it. Stop! We already heard you. Fucking cram it, lady. Shut up. Shut up. Enough! Stop it with the pictures of your face. It's insane, obnoxious, and it's everything you ain't. Type insane. And if you take a selfie every day, you're in pain. And if you are a guy, you're fucking gay. For instance, once there was a show on NBC. It stinks, but that's besides the thing. This guy upon the screen, let's think. Okay, we'll call him Chris. Yet his eye on other things. I don't know why, but I followed him. And what I found's gonna make you scream. Scream. Oh, look at this. I just went to look at his pics. Little bitch fucking blocked me. What a fucking cocktail. It's not gonna stop me. Watch me. Chris D'Elia. Stop taking topless photos with your dog. They're not about your dog. Your fucking shirt is off. What a fraud. Trying to make like it's all about a dog. What a sexy boy. Gotta get those likes and embarrassment to the whole mankind. Die.
Okay, so there's my verse about Chris D'Elia on your favorite song, Untitled BuzzFeed Project. And no, I don't rap like this anymore with this annoying, horrible, know nothing about hip-hop tone. So I am embarrassed about that song, but people seem to like it. And there it is. It's on YouTube. Please give it a spin. Give it a share. Show your friends. Get them on board. So, yeah, still holds up because Chris D'Elia is still taking topless photos. Chris D'Elia is looking awful, by the way. I don't remember him being this fucking ugly. He really looks like he's rotting. Chris D'Elia. Do you remember Chris D'Elia? Man on Fire? I fucking hate Chris D'Elia. I've always hated him. He was the guy. Do you remember when Whitney Cummings had her sitcom? It's called Whitney on NBC. There was a guy named Chris D'Elia. Chris D apostrophe Aaliyah. Some people think I'm saying Chris D'Elia or Chris Aaliyah, but it's Chris. Like the guy's name is Chris. He sucks, man. Can we get Chris D'Elia Man on Fire trailer? Get me that. Chris D'Elia Man on Fire. You got to see this loser. He thinks he's such a hunk. He went after Logan Paul this week, and I am Logan appalled. I think that going after Logan Paul or going after these people is the exact same thing as Eminem going after Donald Trump. It's easy. It's safe. It's not an opinion. It's not cool. It's anti-cool. And Chris D'Elia has gone after Logan Paul. He got in a public fight with him. I want to show you Chris D'Elia, Man on Fire. And thank God it's a Netflix trailer because they do the worst job at showing you what's funny. Here it is, Netflix. Chris D'Elia has a new special coming out. So keep that in mind. This is interesting.
I know I look like a tired eagle. I don't like how you laughed at that, to be honest. You laughed like you realized it.
Oh my God,
You know,
I forgot. Chris D'Elia has started incorporating this new voice where he goes, "You laugh like you realize that." Like, it's so weird. It's this new voice he's doing.
I definitely don't want to pretend I want to have to do anymore. I don't want to pretend to want to go to your fucking birthday party. No, I don't care. You know what? If you're 9, have a birthday party. But if you're 10, get a job immediately. By the way, that's the world I want to live in. That's where 10-year-olds have to go to work.
Nobody's saying shit, man. And this is the thing. They're all saying things that everybody is going to agree with. Like, comedy, all these things used to mean something when it was like, you're supposed to say something and then people go, what? Oh, interesting point. You're not supposed to say something that everybody automatically agrees with. And that's like what everybody is doing right now. This is like why we hate Eminem right now, because Eminem came out and said what everybody is already agrees with. Trump, he's orange. Remember Andy Milonakis? Can we get the Andy Milonakis? I want to end the show with that. Andy Milonakis doing the Eminem thing. And that's what all these comedians do. It's like they're coming out and they're just fucking pandering to what people already easily think. The first thing people already, oh, you hate birthday parties? Ha ha ha. That's crazy.
I want to see him just like, hey guys, sorry I'm late for work. Like, I only got this many hours of sleep last night.
Do you hear this voice? It's weird. You can't hear it in the trailer because I only got this many hours of sleep last night. What voice is that? He's been like falling into this new voice. He never used to have that voice.
You know the worst kind of people nowadays? People that work out and won't shut the fuck up about it. I cannot stand this shit. All you do is move weight around and eat extra chicken, right? Bang, 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 click, click, reload, bang, bang, bang. Can't stand it. These dudes would be like, you know what? I used to weigh 90 pounds, but now
this
through
voice.
Hard work, determination, not stopping, remaining focused, no days off. Now I got bigger muscles. Okay.
What is his voice? I got bigger muscles.
It's like a Russian thing.
Did somebody say Russian? Scoop, 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 scoop. We have brand new scoop. This is an interruption. Here we go. Keith the cop is back, and they've caught him scooping once again. We're watching this. This is Justin.
Mario Lopez?
Is he making a threat against...
I was just in the bathroom holding my cock. I don't even know what the question is.
I know he's got a blunt.
We know you're holding your cock.
Whoopity scoop. Scoop-dee-dee whoop. Whoop-dee-scoop-dee-poop.
Okay. Got a scoop. All right, let's go back to Chris D'Elia.
Fuck are you inspiring? That's what I want to know, right? It's like, fucking time to change the world. Here we go. Tat, 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 tat. You're not special. You're not the man on fire.
Ew. His special is Man on Fire. Netflix. Netflix is a disgusting network filled with children's programming. Okay? See it. Let me show you what he's been doing here. This is fucking sick. So he's going after Logan Paul. Again, another thing that is not badass. And how dare people pretend they're outraged that Logan Paul filmed a fucking body that he found hanging. Seriously. This is what the world's become. This bullshit, serious world that is super strict. And they're haters. What it comes down to is the world is filled with hatresses. They don't like seeing a guy like Logan Paul get to do whatever the fuck he wants and buy cars. So he makes this, what I don't even consider to be a mistake. And the whole world needs to pretend, oh my God, I've never seen anything so disgusting. I am so... Since when? Since when are you guys so serious? That's like the new thing to be. Super serious. So I want to show you this exchange. Are they in order here? Yeah. Logan Paul, minding his own fucking business, says this on Twitter. New vlog, the end of Logan Paul vlogs, important that you watch. And Chris D'Elia retweets this and says, no, it's not. Then Logan Paul writes back to him with a bunch of these cry faces, which are bullshit, by the way. These laugh cry faces. And he says, I'm laughing because I know why your comedy career took a dive. And this is interesting. So now we have public Logan Paul, millions of people, telling the world that Chris D'Elia's comedy career took a dive, and indeed it did. You know, Chris D'Elia, when this Whitney thing came out, they were trying with him. They were trying to make him a big star, and it did take a dive. Now, Chris D'Elia is truly offended and says this. He says, at least when my career dies, you could film it and put it on YouTube. Logan Paul fires back. No thanks. I've grown, and I've learned that the filming of a suicide victim is both heartless and insensitive. Very good comeback. Very good. Chris D'Elia continues and says, at least when my career dies, oh, wait. Okay, he retweeted again. He's got something else to say. And then Logan Paul says, but not going to lie, this single tweet is funnier than your entire Netflix special. Ooh, don't tell a comic that something is funnier than what they are. They hate that. Everything with them has to be the funniest. They got to be the funniest. Okay, which is cringe. Nobody should talk about how funny they are. Chris D'Elia says, thanks. How does it feel to have your name finally attached to something funny? That's cringe. And Logan Paul says, I don't know, what's worse, being the shunned vlogger or being the 38-year-old comedian arguing with the shunned vlogger over Twitter? I don't agree with that. Logan Paul still thinks he's like a 16-year-old kid. All these guys do. You hear him all the time. Like, they use this as an excuse. It's like, if you're older, you're not allowed to comment on them, or else you're like an old man bothering a kid. But Logan Paul's 23. You know, you're an adult now. Yeah, here. Oh, Logan Paul says, old people roasting me. Greatest thing on planet Earth. And it's like, does everyone have to be your age or younger to make fun? He's only 10 years older than you. All right, let's see another one here. Logan Paul says, Chris D'Elia says, how about this? You're my son. Tag your fucking daddy. I'm your fucking daddy. Ooh. Now, when I call Kumia my boy, it works. He's my son. But calling yourself daddy is something only a fool does.
You're living in a fucking fool's paradise.
And you're not, Joey Diaz, with your big dang and your big balls. Your small dang. Well, no, he's got a big fat dang. I'm your fucking daddy. I don't like this. Captain Daddy. Gino says daddy. Melton says daddy. It's very sick. Logan Paul says, Chris, this whole exchange is really similar to your life. As time passes, your jokes get less and less funny. Hashtag sorry, daddy. And finally, Chris D'Elia says, you know what will be even less funny? When your fans grow up and become mine. Oof, I don't think so. Logan Paul says, you know what will be even less funny? When they don't, and you continue to make podcasts in your basement for the rest of your life. Wow. So this is a fool's exchange. The loser in this one, I'm going to say Chris D'Elia. I'm grounding him. Same. The loser here. And what did I want to mention about Chris D'Elia? Oh, is this a ploy? Is this whole thing a setup? All of a sudden, I see, you know, Netflix does this under new releases, by the way. Chris D'Elia's new special is under new releases. I don't know about you. When I go to a fucking site, his old special is what I meant to say. When I go to a site and there's a category that says new releases, it needs to be an actual new release. Just because Planet of the Apes 3 is coming out doesn't mean you have any right, iTunes, to put Planet of the Apes 2 under new releases, hoping some old ladies weren't paying enough attention, thinking that is the new Planet of the Apes, because that's what they're doing. And they're also trying to fill their new release category to make it look like there's new stuff coming out all the time when it's not. Netflix and iTunes are very guilty of this. Every day they're putting something under new releases, and I go, did I see Resident Evil 4? Or are they putting the last Resident Evil up to gear me up for the new one, hoping I buy Resident Evil 4 again, thinking it's the new one? That's what they're doing. Netflix right now has Chris D'Elia's old special under new releases. So they must be gearing up. His new special must be coming out soon. And then he gets in this big public fight with Logan Paul that makes a news. This could be a whole setup. There's a lot of setups going on out there. All right, we're going to wrap up today's show, and like promised, to this one. But last week, I showed you this back and forth between comedian Chris D'Elia. Do you remember him? Chris D'Elia and Logan Paul. And remember I said, how lame is it that Chris D'Elia is going after Logan Paul? Remember they had that Twitter argument? So we were just on YouTube, and we found Chris D'Elia does this like podcast out of his house, a video podcast. And apparently it gets some big numbers. I mean, I was looking at the video clips, the little clips he puts out get 50, 60,000 downloads. And I despise this comedian, Chris D'Elia. I've always hated him. I've always thought, this guy's such a phony, man. You know, back in the day when I first started hating him, he was on Instagram and he was always taking topless photos. But he would always try to make them seem so innocent, like, oh, it's just me, you know, playing with my dog. But it would be like him doing this like hunky pose without his shirt on. And I always thought that was such nonsense. And I always knew that he was trying to get the topless attention, but never wanted to, you know, go full male model. It was sneaky. And I've always had a hunch that this guy is the worst. And I've never been more vindicated till I saw this clip of him talking about the Logan Paul situation on his own podcast. I'm going to play you this in its entirety. Wait till you see this guy. We might have a new one here. And this is the only clip I've seen, but I believe there's probably a giant archive.
I got into it this
of stuff like this. Ladies and gentlemen, let me reintroduce you to the worst guy ever, Chris D'Elia.
I got into it this week on Twitter with the very famous YouTube blogger, Logan Paul. Now, if you don't know who he is, you're 20.
Wow.
But if you do know who he is,
Bob.
you're less than that. Basically, he put out, and I know people have covered this. There have been a lot of articles on it, and people have talked about it on podcasts. But you come to me, you're coming right to the source. This is me. I got into it with him. You can listen to all the other guys. You can listen to fucking Mashable or fucking whatever whoever wrote about it. Can't remember. But this is me. I'm Chris D'Elia, and Logan Paul. He said end of vlogs, whatever. At my last vlog, it's important. Now, I know it's not his last vlog because he's not going to do that.
See this.
Because you watch one of his vlogs, which I finally did, and you realize this guy's going to vlog forever because he wants people to see him. And that's fine. I want people to see me too.
You do?
Don't fault the guy for that, for sure. Now, he's gotten into some heat because of the fucking filming the dead body thing, which I get is horrible. I made fun of it on the podcast a few episodes ago.
Oh, cool.
And so I just tweeted back to him. He said, it's important, watch it. And I wrote, no, it's not. And then a day later, I think, he wrote, hey, he wrote 50 million laughing, laughing emojis. Now I know why your comedy career took a dive, which, first of all, I hate defending myself.
Okay, so this is where it starts. So remember this, him and Logan Paul get into this argument. And he goes, I guess I know why your comedy career took a dive. He says this to Chris D'Elia. So up until now, we're a minute and 37 in, and up until now, it sounds like, okay, it's just covering this, fine, normal covering. This is where it turns. So watch this. This is what comedians hate the most. They hate being told that they're not funny, and they hate being told that their career isn't going well. So watch how Chris D'Elia responds. Now remember, he's covering this himself. He could go any direction he wants. There's no one else in the room. But this is where he decides to go with it when he's covering the part where Logan says his comedy career took a dive. Welcome. Yes, this guy got it. Ladies and gentlemen, the defense.
I didn't do it on Twitter, but I'll do it here because I'm just talking, which is just not true. I mean, you guys, you come to a show, you'll see. And I was listening to Bert Kreischer talk about this on his podcast, he's a friend of mine. I love Bert. He's like, you got to come from some sort of truth when you're making fun of somebody, right?
Wow.
Like, I'm doing better this year than I was last year. Fine,
oh,
whatever.
shit.
I don't even care about that. I'm not defending myself.
I'm not defending. I'm doing better this year than I was doing last year. I'm not defending myself. Sure. So that really sparked my attention. I go, oh, shit, we got a defender.
Shit, who cares? But, so I wrote back, what did I write back? On fire.
He's already tripping himself up in his own
thing. At least when my career dies, you can upload. You could film it and upload it on and put it on. You could film it, and at least when my career dies, you can film it and put it on YouTube. Now I knew. Now I saw this, and when I saw Logan tweet this, tweet to me, I was like, oh no. I immediately felt bad because I was like, this is not going to end. This is not going to end the way you want it to end, or maybe you think it's going to end because you have this, you know, you live in a bubble, and we all do. You live in a bubble of your fans, and that's cool, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I try to think about what, you know, the world likes.
Good. People are picking up on this. This is just sad. Why is he so nervous? Somebody says, I'm very good at stuff. I'm smart, and I'm funny, and I fuck a lot. He's shook. Now, I got to remind everyone, he did this on his own podcast. It's his own segment. He also clipped this and put it on YouTube. This is his clip that we're watching right now.
And not just my fans like. But
Watch
when he
how
wrote
crazy
that, I was like,
he
ah,
is.
shit, man. And this is what I think when anybody tweets me, not just one of the most famous YouTubers. I think, okay, you tweeted me. And he knew everyone was going to see this. But here's the deal. When you're not a famous person and you tweet me a fucking... a hot diss or whatever the fuck you want to call it, you know? You tweet me some hot lava? What I think is, nobody's going to see it. You think nobody's going to see this. Well, I'm going to fucking make sure everybody sees it, and I'm going to retweet it, and I'm going to fucking clap back, dude. So I fucking basically came back with a clap back.
Wow.
Now, my friend...
And I'm not kidding. So he says... Oh, you think you're going to tweet to me? No one's going to see it. Well, I'm going to come and clap back. And he's got this prepared. He's got Ja Rule's clap back synced up on his iPhone. This is part of his bit. He goes, so I'm going to talk about how I clap back. And then I'm going to play Ja Rule's clap back. So he planned all this. Now, let's see. Does it go as swimmingly as he thought it would?
Who's a good friend of mine says, don't say clap back. But I look at him in the eyes and I say, no. I say clap back because this is from fucking 2003 and Ja Rule, and he came out with a clap back. Now, of course, this is the song called Clap Back. Now, of course, is the intro too long? Yes. Is it over a minute? Yes. Get to the rapping, Ja Rule. Now, of
this
course,
is all part of his like pre-planned bit.
Is he gonna get to it now? No, he should have already been to it. But now he should get to rapping now. But he's not. He's just talking. Now that's really annoying because who really gives a fuck what rappers have to say? Just rap. So I'm fucking
I think what happened is when he was going to play the song, he thought it was going to go right into the chorus with Ja Rule going, we're going to clap back, we're going to clap back. Remember that song? But it never like gets to that part, so he starts like riffing on the fact that there's a long intro.
Talking about when I see this, I'm like, oh, this is a gift to a comedian. First of all, you're already hated because of what happened. Now, I'm not saying never forgive the guy. I'm not saying, I probably said he was a piece of shit for doing the thing, but everybody's a person. You never really, everyone's getting in trouble. Like I said this last podcast, everyone's getting in trouble for what they say and what they do and not who they are. And that's a problem. But when I said this, I knew it was going to go viral because it was just too good. He had too much against him. And it ended up getting, I'm looking now, 658,211 likes. Now that's straight up more likes on any tweet that Donald Trump has ever tweeted.
He's bragging about his own tweet.
That's fucking crazy. Because I'm just a piece of shit comedian, not President United States. So then he came back to me.
Voice. Do you hear this little voice that he's doing? That's that voice I talked about last week when we watched his stand-up special trailer. I don't know how he's doing this voice. It's like a weird Christopher Walken type of accent. It's like he's developed his own little thing all of a sudden.
And hit some other shit, and I hit some other shit back, and I just kept on fucking thinking of that Ja Rule song, man.
This gets way worse.
Saying the N-word a little too much. Okay. Can't rap along with it, that's for sure. Okay, well, does it start now? No, that's too long. Start already. Anyway, there we go. I think right here.
Look at him. He's dancing now. Look at this pathetic dance.
And this is what was in my head. Every time he tweeted, I was like, "Oh fuck yeah, dude! Another one."
No. This is a bomb.
I was like a pig in shit, dude. It's also what I do.
Whoa.
It's what comedians do.
Have you heard this one before? He's about to do it. Listen. This is also what I do. Don't come to me. I'm a comedian. We are trained professionals. Listen to this. This is the one that you've hated. You've heard comedians say this before. They don't like when the peasants speak to them. Here it comes.
I was like a pig in shit, dude. It's also what I do. It's what comedians do. I want to know what he was thinking. He probably just thought his ego's probably out of control, and that's fine. I'm not saying I don't have a big ego.
Oh, you have a big ego?
But like
that's crazy.
You're tweeting a shit remark to a comedian.
Whoa.
This is a comedian's job. Is dealing with hecklers. It's part of the job description. One of the number one parts of the job description. Description or description? And you're doing this to a comedian, and you're doing it not only to a comedian, but to me. You're not doing it to Jerry Seinfeld, who's just going to be like, oh, that's a hater. Fuck him. Who cares? You're doing it to me.
Wow.
Who's going to obviously flame you, dude.
Whoa.
I'm going to put you over the barbecue.
Oh.
I can't wait for shit like this. I get real petty, motherfucker. It's what Twitter's for, dude. When people are like, oh, man, you're better than that. Hey.
Uh-oh. Now he's doing a Levi Bentley.
No. That's a fart noise for you.
Wow.
Are you better than... When people say, you're better than that, I go like this.
Coming up.
No, that's as good as I am. If you tweet me a shit remark on Twitter, congratulations. You entered the octagon.
Wow.
You don't do this shit. Here we go. Here we go, motherfuckers.
Look at this. Oh, fuck.
Here we go, motherfuckers. Dude, and you get sauteed.
Oh, look at this. Okay, wait. This is great. This is great. This is the best part. He goes, you get sauteed, and then he gets up. Now, this isn't a big deal. This shouldn't be a big deal. What happens here, you might not be able to see it in the video. The cord from his Beats One or whatever headphones he's got falls out. His headphone cable falls out of his headphones while he gets up. Now, he could easily just continue his little rant, plug it back in. No one would have even noticed nor cared. But watch what the sauteer. You've entered the octagon, folks. You're about to get flamed. Watch what the big bad Chris D'Elia does when his headphone cable falls out.
Sauteed.
Headphone cable falls out. Watch this.
So bitch to say sauteed and my fucking headphones came out.
Watch.
You get sauteed. A 38-year-old guy, literally. I say, you get sauteed. And then my fucking my headphone jack came out of my earphones. Whoa. What a bitch I am. I'm such a bitch. Dude, what a bitch that I'm 38 years old and I'm like so excited that this 24-year-old is tweeting me.
That's a fake laugh. Okay, so you actually did get all flustered when your headphone cable came out, and it kind of did fuck with you. And now you're trying to like overcompensate and pretend that it's so hilarious. It's not really that funny. This is a meltdown. This is a spaz.
Sauteed, and then my fucking my headphone jack came out of my earphones. What a bitch I am. I'm such a bitch. Dude, what a bitch that I'm 38 years old and I'm like so excited that this 24-year-old is tweeting me.
So, in his head, he's like really got insecure, like they're going to make fun of me because his headphone cable came out while I was trying to be all tough. But it's like, no one would have thought that if you just kept going on. You didn't have to call it out like that.
I couldn't wait. I had so many fucking things that were going through my head. Like, oh, I can say this, I can say that, I can that. And, dude, I kept coming, dude. It's better than coming.
Wow.
For a comedian, it's better than coming.
Yikes.
I'm coming in the day, I'm coming in the night. Dude, it's better than coming. Every time he tweeted me.
Now, did you have that plan? Now he's got, I'm coming out. Did he have that plan, do you think? Do you think he had that queued up for when he says, I'm coming?
Me, with my shirt off, spinning around with my arms out. Just so awesome. Just so glittery and shit. Just fucking making my head go before the spin, you know what I mean? Like,
the
spinning the head first. Like how fucking beautiful gay guys do it. I'm a fucking beautiful gay guy when he fucking tweets me, dude. That's straight up what I am. Go ahead. Oh, you want to make fun of my career? I'm a beautiful gay guy with my palms up, my arms extended.
I'm not believing you.
Glittery as shit. And my shoulders are fucking one in another, dude. And I'm spinning around, dude, and my feet are together. You get it, dude. And
wow.
I'm dressed like Chris Tucker in the Fifth Element. That's my outfit, dude. Have you ever seen a vlog, by the way? Hey, what the fuck is a vlog?
Oh, don't go there.
What is a vlog?
Oh.
This is basically a vlog, except that, no, you know what a vlog is? It's cut all like, bam, 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 bam. You'd be like, it's like, hey, man, what's up? Yeah, you just chilling? We're just chilling. So here's what happened today. That's what a vlog is. So here's what happened today. I was just kind of like chilling, and my friend called me, and then it cuts to bring, bring, bring on the face, and then I'm gonna just, and so she said this to me, and so I was like, and then it cuts to them, and they're like this. And then it cuts back. Anyway, so that's what they were saying, the thing, and then it's fucking ping, 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 and then like, even Rusty doesn't like it, and it shows their dog, and they're like, what the fuck? Hey,
Chris, this is a bomb, bro.
It's nothing.
Ooh.
Now, I'm sure there's good vlogs and bad vlogs. I don't fucking know. But I want to know because I don't understand why you would watch a vlog, I guess. And, dude, here's the thing. Here's me being the old guy. This is the way the times are changing. Vlogs are the shit. I get it. Great. What? Make your money, motherfucker. And I'm not knocking vlogs. If you can do that, I mean, this is basically a vlog, except for, if you're listening to it. But if you're watching it, it's a vlog, I guess. But I don't understand the people that watch the vlogs. You know what? I guess I'm answering my own question, because why the fuck do people listen to my podcast? I guess here's the thing. I've never seen an interesting vlog. And then that's my fault, because I'm sure there's good vlogs out there, but I've never seen an interesting vlog.
There it was, ladies and gentlemen, the clip that Chris D'Elia put up on his YouTube himself. This guy fucking rules.
Fake typewriter.
Do you appreciate Redbar a little bit more when you see what one of these one-man solo shows could be? Do you appreciate it a little bit more? I want to keep following this Chris D'Elia. I think he's probably got a lot more crazy stuff. You know what's so weird, though? That clip's got 60,000 views. It's got tons of likes, very little dislikes. I guess that's what's going on, though. You know, you go after Logan Paul, it's like easy. People all hate Logan Paul, right? That's like what you do. So they think he's slaying him. You know, all the comments are like, oh, you fucking destroyed him. He's toast. Not around here. The newest fool, Chris D'Elia, I think we're going to find a lot more good stuff with him. And that's the kind of guy I like. The kind of guy who really thinks he's confident. He thinks he's on fire. He thinks he's going to saute you. That was some fool shit, man. That's Chris D'Elia. The comedians have gone crazy. While I was gone, they've all spun out of control. We've got a great one.
Anybody else?
I don't care.
There's a video on the Bring Back group of Chris D'Elia asking for 1,000 to wish you happy birthday.
No.
Yeah, here, I'll
send him some money.
Send me the link on this. Chris D'Elia is asking people, if you have a Netflix special, you're not allowed to gather funds on the internet for things, right?
Yes.
I agree with you.
It's like you're either a professional comedian that no one can fuck with, or you're an amateur begging for money. You can't be both. So we live in a world where professional people want to pretend that they're pros, but pros don't get donations. Look at this.
Why does he want money?
What is this for? So Chris D'Elia is on a website called Talent.
Okay.
Book Cameo.com. Book a cameo from Chris D'Elia.
Oh, shit,
oh
yes.
my! And he has set this up himself. Where's the video?
Okay,
sorry,
this
I
is
thought it was a
this is
video,
worth
but
the
it was
money
actually
way
just a
more
link.
than
Oh, there's no video?
I'm so sorry.
Well, there's got to be some backstory of him promoting this or something.
Confuse the picture of him.
Okay,
and the
I know that,
thumbnail
but
with the
I'm
video.
saying let's dig. Is there a video? Comedian, I ain't doing this shit for less than 1K. Book for 1,000, but it doesn't say book a cameo. Instructions. Oh, so you just get him to say something on the show. It's $1,000.
Oh, that's it? I thought you could have him stand in the background for a half an hour.
I don't know. It has no instructions, but this is what he's setting up on the side. He's setting these pages up. You know, a real man who's making money doesn't do these little things. They're not interested in this. They don't think that way. Once you have enough money, all these little nickel and dime things, you just stop doing because it's not worth your time to even set up a page like this. You know what I mean when you're making money?
Of course.
So the fact that Chris D'Elia, and you know, how many hundreds of things does he have going like this, where he's nickeling and diming and stacking his chips from all these little bullshit things, and to take money from a listener like that when you have plenty of money. He's driving that $100,000 Acura. You don't need money from your listeners like this anymore for a bullshit thing. And you know,
isn't he a moderately successful comedian that's on shows and shit?
He's on TV shows. Yeah. Netflix specials, TV shows. But he needs $1,000 so that he could say happy birthday to you. And he's going to take your money.
Fuck shit.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, he's a bad guy.
But it happens. Been out of the loop. Okay. Very disturbing. Okay, let's see. Brushing his hair to the Scary Joe. What's this? Let's see what this is. Oh, yeah, this is a video. Okay, very funny. Very, very funny. People need to know this bullshit is not tolerated. Okay. They have no shame. Nice. Yeah, this is the Chris D'Elia. This is the monster professional comedian that you shouldn't even touch. He does gigs like this on the side.
Great guy.
$1,000. Great guy. Yeah, I fucking hate that guy. Keep an eye on him because there's so much. Believe me, if we started digging in, it's too much. That's what I want to see. So Theo Von's like, great, but he's still very nervous about everything and wonders and hopes if everybody likes him and hopes that he's not offending anyone. That's the only thing that bothers me. But I like Theo Von a lot. Chris D'Elia was on a show. Chris D'Elia, comedian Chris D'Elia, is a monster. Here's the problem. He's getting good at being slick. He's getting good at knowing the right things to say to large audiences to make him seem less of a monster. And this is dangerous. He's a parrot. He's an actor. He's the son of a multi-millionaire who works in Hollywood. I don't know the details about that. I don't like to blame people. I've had a lot of people here. They think, okay, Mike is a trust fund guy.
I wish.
We wish we had the trust fund. So I don't like to be like, oh, if you have a rich dad, that's the only reason. Not that my dad is rich. My dad made $15,000 a year my entire teenage childhood. So that can't be rich. And then I think he started making $70,000 a year once I moved out. Okay. But Chris D'Elia's dad is actually a multi-millionaire. And he's in Hollywood. So Chris grew up like a millionaire Hollywood guy. Chris D'Elia is a monster, but he's learning. And he's acting. Remember, he's an actor. He knows now. Kinda. I mean, he still fucks up, and I'm going to show you the fuck up right here. He knows he knows what people want to hear as far as being your everyday guy. You know, this is his thing. He's on a mission to make you believe that he's like a down-to-earth guy that isn't letting fame go to his head. It was on the Theo Von podcast. I'm going to play you a choice clip from that right now. Where are ya, you little bastard? Here he is. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to start this from the beginning. Oh, sorry. I want to show you how cute this Theo Von is. Listen to Theo Von's ads. He does local ads only, I believe.
Very cute.
Very cute. These are the only ads. This is Theo Von. You might have seen him on JRE. Sweet little guy. I believe he did the Redbar Comedy Club during the Just for Laughs Festival. And he was a very sweet guy. Here it is. Watch the Theo Von Crystalia podcast.
This episode brought to you by Gray Block Pizza.
Yeah. This episode brought to you by Gray Block Pizza, 1539 Pico Boulevard. Go down and get a slice. Fair, good pizza. You don't hear that. A local ad on a podcast. So listen to this. Gray Block Pizza. I think this is so cute.
This episode brought to you by Gray Block Pizza, 1811 Pico Boulevard, on the way to the beach in Los Angeles. Gray Block. Get down here now. What's up, guys?
Yeah, he didn't do a good one that time, but yeah, Pico Boulevard.
Coming up this weekend, I'll be in Bakersfield. Then I'll be in Wyoming, Illinois. I'll be in Oxnard.
These are all ads. Let's go to 2 minutes in. Well, let's go to where Crystalia just starts. And we'll go from there. Here we go. This past weekend with Theo Von, that's the name of the podcast. Crystalia was the guest. Wait till you see how shitty... Again, he tries to be a super nice guy, right? But he lets things slip like this one. Watch this. Shout out! Pico Boulevard! I'll sit and tell you my stories.
You start with just me and you, or do you start and then I go?
No, we're in.
Oh, good.
The straw is cracked?
Yeah, you guys, first of all, you guys have my rider, which is hilarious.
First of all, you guys have my rider, which is hilarious. What's a rider, of course? You don't even need to explain. It's that list. We all learned this from Wayne's World, right? It's that list that, like Aerosmith. So Aerosmith, bands like that started this. What's on your rider? What's in the green room? It's a list of demands of things you need in that green room. In order for... You just put it in your contract. And a lot of times, people will say, we put the rider in the contract. So let's say they have a rider in their contract where it's like, I only want green M&Ms in the green room. I only want, Crystal Pepsi. I demand, sliced turkey with 10% fat on the outside of it or something like that. They say that a lot of people do that just so they know that everything else in the contract is being followed properly. So they put in this complicated rider in the contract, and then when they get there and they see that all those things were met like to a T, then they could be like, okay, good, I'm sure the rest of the concert is being handled correctly. They're not screwing anything up here, so maybe they're not screwing anything up there. I believe a lot of people do it for that, but Crystalia, I had no idea. Crystalia has a rider. Okay, he's an actor, sure, maybe, But he uses it. He sends that to podcasts that he's on. Wait till you hear this. So this isn't done. You're doing a movie. You're doing a concert like at the United Center here in Chicago, okay? You're Kanye West. Yeah, you have a writer. What do you want in your green room? Blah, blah, blah. But I've never seen this done for somebody who's just going on their friend's podcast. So Crystalia, no joke, and he's going to talk about it more, emailed a writer with specific things he demands in order to do his friend Theo Von's podcast. Can you believe that? That is never happened. You do Joe Rogan's podcast, he might ask, like, as a friend, hey, is there anything specific you want? But probably not. I mean, you're doing an hour-long show. Get what you need before you come. It's not that big of a deal. Watch this. Crystalia actually demanded things from Theo Von's little dinky podcast. And wait till you hear what he wants, or what he got.
Oh, good.
The straw is cracked?
Yeah, you guys, first of all, you guys have my rider, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
Those
it's
of you
not
guys
hilarious.
Don't know what a rider is, maybe?
Yeah.
Like comics know and musicians, but it's like what?
Isn't he a dick? Those of you who don't know what a rider is, maybe comics know, musicians know. He really thinks you don't know. That's asshole thing number one. He thinks you don't know what it was, like you've never seen a movie before where they've had that scene. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Those of you that don't know what a writer is, maybe?
Yeah.
Like comics know and musicians, but it's like what is in the green room when you arrive to a show.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys literally have the coffee, the iced Americano, you got club soda water, and then you got my toothbrush and toothpaste, which I also get.
Yeah. What?
So this motherfucker, no jokes, 2 iced Americanas he puts in there, Perrier water. I'm sorry, even if you like sparkling water, to demand that be your water is too much for me. That's like old school Hollywood douche. Okay, like the sparkling Perrier. And you know what? They fucked him here. He wanted Perrier. You know why these guys want Perrier? These losers, they like the small glass bottle. It makes them feel comfortable. They like that tiny. Ooh, this is, you're going to fucking flame me in the comments today. No Dasani, I've got Ice Mountain here.
Sick.
Iced Mountain, some of the worst water. They say 100% natural spring. It's 100% natural toilet. But they like holding that little green glass bottle. But what's so funny about this, he wrote Perrier, sparkling water in his rider. They got him the giant bottle like you would use to serve 4 people, which is not what he wanted. So that's the best thing. If you're ever following somebody's rider demands and they're douchey like Chris, where you're saying, I need Perrier. Like, how fucking classic Hollywood douche is it to say you need Perrier? Like, you can't do this hour-long podcast with your 2 venti iced Americanas, which, by the way, is a douchey drink. You know why? Just get an iced coffee. You're going to Starbucks, the people who order Americanas, if you're from America, this is a douchey move.
I order
I know, because you're not from America.
Okay.
In other countries, for instance, I went to London, and I go to a coffee shop in the morning, and I go, 1 black coffee, please. And they go, black? And I go, yeah, just your drip coffee, like the coffee that's ready to go. You just put it in a cup, you give it to me, and they go, we can make an Americana, which is what? Espresso and water, right?
Yeah.
So they have to brew to make an Americana. The barista has to load the espresso machine with the espresso grinds and wait for that water to heat up and go into the cup and then mix it with water for you. And you know what it tastes like? A cup of black coffee. Okay, so it's completely douchey. I hate when people order it in line. I hate when you order it at Starbucks. It's a waste of everyone's time. Just get the black coffee. It's better even. It's less watery. A shot of espresso mixed with water.
Yeah, but you get a triple tall Americano, then it makes it good.
Is it better than a black coffee?
I think so.
You like it.
But,
So Chris gets those 2 iced. You're telling me that between Starbucks iced coffee and their new cold brew coffee, which is the best one to get, you know why cold brew coffee is the best, at least for me?
Nitro.
It's less acidic, they say, than all other coffees. Like way less acidic. So if you struggle from heartburn or something, they say drink cold brew coffee. So Chris gets 2 of those, a Perrier, and what I love, again, they got on the giant bottle, so it's not cool to drink out of the giant plastic bottle. It's not what he wanted. He also demands a toothbrush and toothpaste. No joke. And he's holding it in his hand right now. This is fucked. Remember, he's doing his buddies. This is his friend that he performs with every night at the Comedy Store. He needs to send him a rider with these specifics. You can't just roll through the Starbucks drive-thru on your way there, grab a coffee, so that you don't have to be a pain in everyone's ass. Listen to this. It goes on.
You guys have my rider, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
Those of you that don't know what a rider is, maybe?
Yeah.
Like comics know and musicians, but it's like what is in the green room when you arrive to a show. And you guys literally have the coffee, the iced Americano, you got club soda water.
Club soda
can. You got my toothbrush and toothpaste, which I also get.
Yeah, really? What is that for?
Do you got a rider? What's in yours?
My toothbrush and my toothpaste, which I also get. That's how he phrased it. And then Theo Vaughn, who's a down-to-earth guy, is laughing And he changed. What's in your rider, Theo? And watch what Theo says. Watch what Theo says. What's in Theo's rider?
I don't. Here's my thing. I don't mind if there's a plate of turkey, deli meat in the room. That's the only thing. That's where mine is.
That's a good one. That's
it. And he doesn't even write that down.
I think he's joking.
Yeah, he's just joking. I don't mind if there's turkey. That's normal. For real, like, this isn't something people do unless you're like, you know why you have to do this when you're Kanye West? Because you can't go to Starbucks as Kanye West. You can't before your show. You're on tour as Kanye West. You're doing 5 shows a week. You just flew in from Detroit to Chicago to do the show. You can't walk into a Starbucks and order a drink as Kanye West. First of all, you don't have the time and you'd be mobbed. So it's reserved for those types of people. Chris D'Elia could walk in and grab his own drinks. He doesn't need toothbrush and toothpaste before doing a podcast. This is scum.
Yeah, I have this, and then I have vegetables.
There's more. Vegetables need to be on there, and they got him all of this.
And then I have what else do I have? Tabasco sauce.
Yeah. For what?
The salmon that I also get.
Oh yeah.
He's not joking. He makes them get him salmon. Seriously.
He does.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
And do you are you pretty adamant about those things? Like right when they get there, those people know now.
No, I mean, they're pretty good about it usually, but some places you show up and they're just like, all right, cool, let's start the show. And then you never get your shit. And you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You never get your shit.
Yeah, but I think that has nothing to do with, like, you know.
Look at his shoes, by the way. This is terrible. You know what he's wearing? Look at Chris D'Elia's shoes. Brand new, by the way. Never been worn before today. Yeezy 700 Wave Runners.
Same as
my
I'm wearing
favorite
right
pair
now.
of shoes right now. Kanye West. Now, those look a little fake to me. Can we send this to Yeezy Busta? Those look like high tops, don't they? Don't they look weird?
I think it's just the distorted
I'm going to go ahead and
lens.
say they're fake. Easy, Busta. Let's put them on blast. Chris D'Elia wearing fakes, but this is terrible, man. When Chris D'Elia starts wearing the same shoes as you. Look how he's got them tied, too. That's how you know he's not about the culture. Look how he's got them tied with that sissy-ass fucking ice skate, figure skate bow on top. And you look at the tread, there's nowhere. So he, like, brought these shoes with him in his car, put them on when he got on set. There's no dirt on the bottom.
Is
so
the bottom
couldn't
100% black? Because that means they are fake.
I'd have to look. I'd have to look. I think his are fakes, man. They look like high-top boots. Send all this to Yeezy Buster. Yeah, we need a Yusuf Buster. Yusuf got the scanner. Shout outs to Yusuf Al. I guess Yusuf Al is starting his own show called Redbar Radio. What does that mean?
I think it's just a play on Blue Bar.
Okay. Yusuf Al was supposed to do a show last night. Thousands of people were waiting on this. He bailed. Completely bailed. No excuse. No apology.
Crushed. He actually did have an excuse that he had pink eye or some shit.
Pink eye doesn't stop you from doing a podcast. Pink eye? There's nothing on that guy's body that's pink. I've got a, this is for real for Yusuf Al. So we're coming out. We've got a lot, all new season of merch, basically. I think we're going to retire this collection of merch and start like a whole new thing right now, okay? So we want to create a lookbook. Do you know what a lookbook is? It's where models show off all the new stuff from the new collection. I'm almost serious about considering Yusuf Al to be our lookbook model,
right?
For all the new clothes. How cool would that be if we actually come out with, you know, it's like a catalog. Now they're online, but like an editorial spread. Yusuf Al wearing all the merch, but it's shot really nice. Yusuf, wake up, pink eye. You out there? I need this.
Need you.
Done. Now, I was saying we'll send Yusuf one of every piece, He'll take the pictures himself. I was immediately interrupted by my wife, Jules, who says, no, we need to take the pictures because he'll make them look like shit.
No offense. I just mean we need to have control over these pics.
I know, but we're not going to. That's too much work. We're going to have to trust Yusuf. So, Yusuf, this is what I'm asking. And here's the deal.
Where Yusuf lives.
Yusuf can do it. He'll figure it out. It'll be funny either way. It's not like these are really going to sell our clothes. Yusuf, you get one free item of every drop this season in trade for a lookbook. Now, it has to be good. It can't be throwaway iPhone pics of you just on a bench. It needs to be you really modeling your heart out with these clothes.
Like
and that's going to be the way. And then we use you as a way to promote the merch throughout the whole season to sell it. What do you think, Yusuf?
He says done.
Wow, is that him? The Redbar Mafia.
So.
That's
yep.
Yusuf Al in the chat. He says done.
Amazing.
So we are getting a Yusuf Al lookbook, everybody. Now, how's this going to work?
I'll figure it out. I already have a
million
ideas.
Okay.
Got to make a mood board.
Yusuf, this is what I want done. You've got some Redbar pieces already. Can you give me some samples by 1 week from now? Next Saturday, can I have like 3 photos? And then we'll start going over what this is. But I think that would be very funny. I'd like to have Renee D'Ambrosio do this. You know, because we were thinking it's like, we're not going to get real models. We can't even pay real models. So why not get just these types of guys to do all of our modeling for this stuff?
Plus, if you look at like a palace lookbook, it's all just crazy guys
it's all crazies
standing
anyway.
in alleys.
Wouldn't you rather see Yusuf Al, Cameron Malick, maybe?
All you need is a good photo. That's the
problem.
swatch.
Yeah, well, the photos don't have to be that good. It's just a fucking
that's
gag.
Like the main
I know,
part.
but what do you think these people are going to be able to produce?
Well, I know. That's why I said I have to take the photo.
I know, but then when we're flying Yusuf out here, that sounds like my worst nightmare.
Me and him will go out downtown for the weekend.
No, you're not hanging out with Yusuf Al.
This lookbook.
No, we are never to meet him.
I want to get
back to
together with him.
Crystalia. Let's hear a little bit more of Crystalia's rider thing.
I think that some places just aren't good at, having your shit. It's funny. It sounds like a diva thing, but like, sometimes you count on it to eat. Like you show up and you're like, oh, I haven't eaten. I can't wait to eat that salmon. And you show up.
And it's nothing.
And they're like, what?
Yeah, and it's just somebody. It's just a dude standing there.
Yeah.
Like remember just like reciting like old vines you did. Like, you're like, damn, this is not.
You're like this. Yeah.
You're like, does one of these end in my salmon? Yeah. Do you you seem to embrace like celebrity pretty good, dude? Do you?
So there it is. Crystalia needs a rider to do podcasts. Very despicable. Keep your eye out for him. Now, I could show you this whole tape here. This thing's an hour and 25 minutes long. You needed 2 coffees, a bottle of Perrier, salmon, a toothbrush, hot sauce, God knows what else, vegetables, for his hour and 25-minute appearance. Now, I could show you this whole tape, but it's like subtle. Like
watch it yourself.
Watch it yourself is what I'm saying. Yeah, you'll hate him. You'll despise him. There's not like gotcha moments because again, he's so good at manipulating the way people feel about him now. He's not completely stupid. But of course, he lets that slip. You're not a regular chill guy when you have a rider that you use for your friend's podcast. You're just not.
It's not like he used a rider for the James Corden show.
Exactly, where they have a guy. Listen, yes, they have people for that. So what? Yeah, you're doing Jimmy Fallon. There's a guy whose sole job is to get that stuff, so it's no big deal. This show doesn't have a guy whose sole... This is the first time they've ever gotten a rider. So now you're making somebody it's not their job to go and run all these errands for you, and Theo Vaughn's people got to pay this guy hourly to be out and about getting your salmon. It's just so cruel. Keep your eye on Crystalia. I would like one thing a week from him from now on. I would like to expose one thing a week. So he didn't think that was a douchey thing to do. He still thinks that's cool. So you see, he brings up the rider thing, where most Americans would be disgusted by that. In his mind, he thinks, that's like cool, right? That makes me look like a big deal. Like I'm going to tell people. Like you don't tell people about that anymore. Everything's changed. It's not glamorous to be a diva anymore like that. It looks like shit. So It shows that he's crazy. Let's listen as I haven't heard this one fully. Amy Schumer